In every new season in Pokemon Go, Niantic gives us move updates. Whether it's adding a new move to the game, adjusting the stats of an already existing move, or adding a move to a Pokemon's current move pool, it's always a part of the season that we're all looking forward to. Some updates have been bigger than others, and some more successful than others as well. But in all updates, there are always some winners and some losers. And for Season 15, the biggest winner of them all are you, and I, and all of us as players, because this update was really big, and in my opinion, really good as well. How I view it, the meta has changed and become less RPS. I'll dig into the details as to why I think so, and I think the update brought a lot of healthy changes to the game. And I can't wait to keep watching tournaments and see how the meta develops as we go into the Worlds season. And yeah, I'm just very excited. So credit where credit is due, and thank you Niantic for listening to us and for making the game better. The first update I'll look into is Alolan Sandslash, who finally get rid of Bulldoze. Technically, it didn't get rid of Bulldoze, but now it can run a move better than Bulldoze, which is Drill Run. Drill Run costs 15 energy less than Bulldoze, and is generally just a much better move, as it does the exact same damage, but Drill Run is just cheaper. We've seen the results of the Drill Run addition immediately. Alolan Sandslash has won half of the regionals that has taken place so far. From 0 wins to dominance. Respect. Dugong also got a huge upgrade. It got the new move Liquidation added to its move pool, which is fine, but the biggest upgrade for Dugong was also getting Drill Run. Dugong is now even able to go toe-to-toe with Registeel, because it can hit it for super effective damage with Drill Runs, and it's tanky enough to live a Focus Blast or a Zap Cannon. It's also much better against Lantern and Galarian Stunfisk, and it's still maintaining all of its Ice-type matchups. From having 0 presence in any tournament at all, Dugong has now secured itself a 5th place in Fresno, a 3rd place in Santiago, and it also won NAIC. It delivered the final blow, securing Wadaj his first place finish.
5 here, Wadaj is throwing the drill run. A game of inches, go! Here comes the power, there you go! Wadaj taking this fifth game and is your North America International Champion! Wow.
If that's not an upgrade, I don't know what is. A Pokemon I know a lot of us have been missing, and I'm sure some of you have not, is Walrein. In my opinion, Walrein got the balance it has asked for the entire time by having Icicle Spear buffed to 65 energy, essentially making it a Surf clone. In my opinion, that's the stats Icicle Spear should have had the entire time. With this buff, Walrein is now able to beat Umbreon again. And the Shadow variant can also take out Watergun Lantern. Shadow Walrein can also beat Dunsparce and has win cons against Lickitung. As a player who's used Walrein after the initial nerf, but obviously before this buff, I have to say I'm very happy about it. And we see immediate results as Walrein made top 20 in Japan and top 8 in Fresno. And the only thing missing now is a buff to Lapras. Right? Right? I could go on all day as a lot of Pokemon got buffs. Quagsire, Cradily, Emolga, Whimsicott, but I want to look beyond the buffs and look at the actual meta winners. Who are they and why? The 2 biggest winners of this upgrade are Registeel and Medicham. I believe these 2 have won the most as Trevenant has taken a major hit. Trevenant was the hardest and most popular answer to both of these Pokemon as a pair, and now it's a lot safer to run them also together. Trevenant depended a lot on its speed, and it needed the 40 energy Seed Bomb to have the pace it needed to win a lot of its matchups. We see immediate impact, and apart from a cameo in Torino, Trevenant has been nowhere to be seen in any top cut. Thanks to the hit to Trev, G-Fisk also took an indirect blow, as Registeel was destroyed by Trev, while G-Fisk had a playable matchup. G-Fisk's value is now going down, and with less G-Fisk, Registeel now becomes even more popular. See how everything just hangs together? And with less G-Fisk, you also get more Altaria. Noctowl has been the premier flyer for a couple of seasons now, but Altaria has decided to take up the mantle and is giving Noctowl a run for his money. As we've seen in Japan and North and South America, Altaria has put in incredible performances, and as they're both still fighting for the top spot as the best flyer, Altaria just equaling Noctowl is a huge win for it, which makes me want to put it at one of the top spots for the winners of this update. It may sound weird that Altaria is one of the winners of an update where ice types got so much love, and I'll try to explain why. Both G-Fisk and Alolan Ninetales were incredibly popular before the update, and they both destroy Altaria. Some of their value were invested in their Trevenant matchups, and as Trevenant was very popular back then, but isn't now, their value has decreased, making way for Altaria. This in turn boosts Registeel and Lantern's numbers, and those matchups are way better for Altaria than G-Fisk and A9. Altaria is also better against Regi and Lantern than, for instance, Noctowl. This in turn boosts Registeel and Lantern, who are now maybe better than ever. While Noctowl have terrible matchups against Registeel and Lantern, Altaria is way more comfortable against those two than against G-Fisk and Alolan Ninetales. Regi and Lantern also suppress the Ice and Fairy type Pokemon, making way for Altaria. See how essentially removing one Pokemon from the meta can have such big implications? In Trevenant's absence, Sable has stepped into the ring as the premier Ghost type. Being neutral to almost everything, Sable helps make the matchups less volatile, and it's sporting incredible performances while doing so. Sable was in 7 out of 8 top cut teams in Fresno, so if you want to do well, maybe add the little devil to your team. At least, welcome back. We've missed you. While Altaria is roaming the sky and the rest of the world, Charizard is the preferred flyer if the players are benching Noctowl. Since Human Catcher Bug swept Liverpool with it, Charizard has been a force to be reckoned with. It's curious as to why it's doing so well in Europe, but nowhere else.
Oh, look at the back, look at the back, look at the back there, Abby. We see that Charizard actually, and there's no Water Gun Lantern to deal with it.
Some of the explanation might be because of Medicham, as its presence has been bigger in Europe than in any other region. Europe's favorite steel type has also been Registeel, which Charizard has an amazing matchup against. So the pair of the two might be an explanation as to why Charizard is so popular in Europe, and its value only increases now that Trevenant is gone. Now hold up, you triggered Americans! Yes, I've seen NAIC, and the Charizard display was incredible. The way Rise to Occasion, and I'm sorry about this, but he dismantled House Dark, and the way he played Charizard was absolutely incredible. With dodge as well, abused Charizard to the best of its ability. And it's clear that also North America knows how to steer Charizard to success. Well done. The final winner of the update is Lickitung. His performances these past seasons have been so poor, mainly due to Noctowl filling his role as the normal type, severely beating Lickitung in the process. As we see more Charizard and Altaria as flying types now, Lickitung finally has a place back in the meta. And I think that's a good thing. Lickitung is a neutralizer with few terrible matchups, and it soaks damage like almost nothing else. Lickitung is a solid Pokemon you can throw in against almost anything, and it mainly does what you expect it to do. And so I hope you do too. It's not that I expect you to like the video, but as you've made it this far, please consider leaving a thumbs up. I also have other videos coming out you'd probably like too, so maybe consider subscribing. But who am I to tell you what to do? I'm just grateful you're here, and I hope I'll see you again.